It was March 29th, 2022. I was 5 weeks out from finally completing my master's. It caught me by surprise. It wasn't anything that I was prepared for. Because of the things that I've gone through and because of the titles, it was kind of like a shocker to myself because now you have to move forward differently because of what you have on your record or because of what happened. This was in the height of everything. I'm networking, I'm getting job opportunities, and boom, this happens. My name is Mikayla Story. I am the CEO and host of Xposure podcast, and I'm also executive director of Frontline Millionaires University nonprofit. I grew up in a single parent household. It was just my mom. I had a lot of help from my aunt and my uncle and a lot of her family because she was a single mother. She did everything she could for me. When it came to sports, I was all in. She was always there. It really took a village with me. It took a community. Playing basketball definitely helped me in a lot of different areas because I didn't have as much support at home as a lot of other athletes. Well, I was always bigger than everybody. I was always taller than everybody, and everybody always asked, like, does she play basketball? Does she play basketball? I grew up in a basketball family. My dad played basketball, and I've always seen it. But as a girl, you don't necessarily know if you want to go into it or not. But in second grade is when I think I started taking it serious because I was, like I said, I was bigger than everybody. I played basketball with the guys. I was in the neighborhood tournaments and stuff. But I don't think that I really took it serious until middle school, moving from Cleveland to the 7-5, realizing that this is a sports community, this is a sports town, this is, sports is big here. I would say my time here at Hampton High here, I really had to separate myself from the crowd. I had to figure out exactly what path I wanted to take. It was the beginning of my sophomore season where I got my first Division I offer, and I really had to take things seriously. You had to separate yourself from the hood crew, what you grew up with, and really focus on being a student athlete because this was preparation for college, and I had to take it serious.
As a student athlete, Mikaylas Story was the ultimate. She was the perfect student, perfect athlete. She has had all the attributes, and she still does. She needs to be appreciated here at Hampton High School for everything that she injected into this school. She's been a mentor to young ladies as well as the young gentlemen, and she does a lot of things in the community.
From playing basketball at Hampton University to winning a championship at Hampton University to working for the marketing team at Hampton University to playing in a tournament that I won a championship in at the MEAC. I was multimedia corporate partnership intern. Then going on to the NFL, working for a Super Bowl Live, the NFL headquarters in Miami, and from there Georgia Southern student athlete development, and really having the opportunity to work on both sides of the ball, having experiences with. I feel like my time at the MEAC really showed me a lot about who I was as an athlete and what I want to do with my life because at that point, I literally planned the MEAC tournament that I was playing in. Going into my junior year of college, I lost both of my grandmothers in a 2-week time frame, which was right before preseason. And going through that really showed me that as athletes, we don't get the time that we need to grieve or get the time that we need to bounce back from the things that we go through behind closed doors. And looking back, I never got a chance to deal with that because I was going into preseason. So as soon as I finished the funeral, I was coming back to get ready for my season. And that was the same season I won a championship, needless to say. But it's so many athletes that go through different things and different experiences that we're not given a chance to talk about. Fast forward to getting my master's, my family, I had a lot of immediate deaths during COVID. I was going through a lot. I lost a scholarship, and on the surface level, it looked like she got it going on. She working for a Power 5 school, but behind closed doors, we don't have those conversations. We don't talk about the things that we've gone through because, to be honest with you, a lot of people don't care. Describing the moment when I got arrested. It was March 29th, 2022. I was 5 weeks out from finally completing my master's. It caught me by surprise. It wasn't anything that I was prepared for. This was in the height of everything. I'm networking, I'm getting job opportunities, and boom, this happens. I was in solitary confinement for 3 days. My people didn't hear from me. The only reason people found me, my family found me, was because of my location services on my phone. It was a very scary situation. But even during that process, it's just, I know that everything that I go through is for a reason. I know there's nothing that I've gone through that wasn't for a reason. And I know that sitting in that jail cell is the reason why I decided to start giving back more, giving back to my community, because you get expanded, you get exposed to different type of situations to move forward. You know, you want to make a change, you want to be better, you want to be the one that's a liaison, a trailblazer in the community. And that event particularly is the reason why I do so much for my community. It's the reason why I give. It's the reason why I pour back into young individuals, young athletes. It's because I've been in a lot of different situations that's very relatable specifically to the Black community. So I really took that situation and turned it into something positive, and here I am a year and a half later. I've gone through so much, and I made it look really, really good. And looking back on it, that's not healthy. And I realized a lot of that stemmed from being an athlete. It stemmed from not having the time to really take in what's going on around you outside of your sport. That goes from behind closed doors at home. That could be with family. That could be your coaches. That could be your teammates. We all go through different stuff, and what I've gained from a lot of the experiences, that we all have a story, we all have a situation, we've all been through stuff, and we all came away from stuff, like positively, both negatively, but you have to really make the decision to not let the things that you've gone through in the past and your experiences to hold you back from where you want to go. And it's not the easiest thing to do. I feel like my mission now is to change the trajectory of sports athletes, specifically in my Black community, because we need help. I've seen it from both sides, the NCAA, the NFL. Majority of these people that are in positions to help, they don't help. And I've sat at the table with them and heard their thought process. They don't help. And there's not too many Black individuals to help our Black and brown athletes. So using my platform and my experiences and things that I've gone through, here at Sport Exposure, we're here to clean it up. We're here to be better. We're here to lead. We're here to navigate. We're here to show athletes the best way to navigate their situations to get to where they want to go. Sport Exposure is a podcast and platform for athletes to really talk about their experiences. And I really want to give a space to highlight athletes in spaces that they're not usually highlighted in. We all go through different stuff. We all have different situations. And Sport Exposure is a platform to expose whatever you feel like exposing. Exposure can be good, it can be bad. But we all have different things that I feel that should be exposed for the athletes coming up, the generations behind us, so they know how to navigate these situations better, or they know what situations to not get themselves into by us telling our stories and just being raw.
Side sail again, gets the hoop, and give him another foul.